What led to the Berlin Wall's unexpected fall? Imagine standing in East Berlin in the late 1980s, hearing whispers of change and watching as history quietly shifts around you. The fall of the Berlin Wall on November 9, 1989, didn't happen overnight. It was the result of many small but powerful events that built up over time. The Soviet Union, which had been supporting East Germany, was starting to weaken under Mikhail Gorbachev's leadership. He introduced reforms called perestroika, which meant restructuring the economy, and glasnost, which meant political openness. These changes made Eastern European countries feel more free and less controlled by Moscow. Citizens in East Germany saw the West as a land of opportunity, prosperity, and freedom, and they wanted that for themselves. People began protesting openly, demanding more rights and better living conditions. Thousands of East Germans started fleeing through neighboring countries like Hungary and Czechoslovakia, which had begun to loosen their borders. This created a lot of pressure on the East German government, which was already struggling with economic decline and political repression. The government tried to control the situation, but the protests kept growing. Then came a key moment. During a press conference on November 9, 1989, East German official Günter Schabowski announced that East Germans could travel freely to West Germany immediately. He didn't clarify the details, so thousands of people rushed to the border crossings. Border guards, overwhelmed and confused, decided to open the gates. Suddenly, East Berliners could cross into West Berlin without restrictions. Crowds poured through, celebrating and tearing down parts of the wall. This spontaneous event symbolized the end of the division that had lasted 4 decades. The wall's fall marked the start of German reunification and the collapse of the Iron Curtain. It inspired hope across Eastern Europe and showed that peaceful protests could lead to real change. The event was a turning point that changed the face of Europe forever. It also became a powerful symbol of freedom and unity, capturing the spirit of the 1990s. The fall of the Berlin Wall was not just about a physical barrier coming down. It was about the triumph of people's desire for democracy, the weakening of oppressive regimes, and the beginning of a new chapter for Europe. The event led to the reopening of borders, the reunification of Germany in 1990, and the spread of democratic ideals across the continent. It also made Berlin a city of hope and renewal, with remnants of the wall now standing as monuments to peaceful change and the end of an era of division.